Hello everyone and welcome to another video here on the Cycling Dane Extra channel, and today we're going through another one of the stages of the 2024 Tour de France. Stage 18 of the Tour unfolds over a challenging 179.5 kilometer route between Gap and Barcelona. The riders will face a series of moderate climbs, conquering an elevation gain of approximately 3,100 meters throughout the stage. Gap, the starting town of the stage, is a town with a rich cycling history and a frequent host of the Tour de France stages. Nestled in the Hautes-Alpes department, Gap serves as a gateway to the mountains, providing an ideal launch pad for the day's arduous journey. Known for its scenic beauty and strategic importance in the mountain stages, Gap offers a familiar yet formidable starting line for the riders. The stage climbs a bit in the beginning, uncategorized climb, and then we'll have a bit of a descent in the first 17 kilometers, running on a false flat downhill. This initial section is expected to witness a flurry of activity as the riders jostle for position and the early breakaway formation attempts are made. The fast descent from Gap to La Fricinouse will give the peloton a chance to stretch their legs before the first major climb. The real test starts as the peloton reaches its first climb of the day, the Col de Fest. This climb is 3.6 kilometers long and averages 6.3%, starting at moderate inclines and gradually becoming steeper. The climb, Col de Fenest, will likely see early breakaways and set the tone for the rest of the day. And after conquering the Col de Fest, riders will enjoy a long downhill that leads to the foot of the Côte de Corps. This climb is 2.1 kilometers long with an average gradient of 7.2%. As the riders move through the stage, they will come across Saint-Bonnet-en-Champsaur, which is where the intermediate sprint is also located, at 84.3 kilometers into the stage. Following the intermediate sprint, the route diverges and heads towards the Col de Mons. This 5.1 kilometer climb averages a generous 3.6% and is followed by a long descent that brings the peloton back into the valley. This descent requires technical skill and presents opportunity for riders to gain some time or recover before the next climb. The climb from Chores marks the next significant challenge, leading into the Côte de Saint-Apollinaire, which is a 7 kilometer long climb with an average gradient of 5.5% and reaching the second highest elevation point of the stage of 1,286 meters, only dwarfed by the first climb of the day, the Col de Fest. As the riders conquer this fourth Cat 3 climb of the day, they will then drop down an 11 kilometer descent before they reach the final uncategorized climb of the day, which is the Côte de Demoiselles Coiffées, which is a 3.6 kilometer climb averaging at 5.4%. The name Demoiselles Coiffées refers to the unique geological formation in the area, adding an element of natural wonder to the climb. This climb is followed by a rolling section of 5 kilometers, a short descent, and a flat section along the Ubaye River. The route then crosses the Ubaye River, leading to another climb, a 2.7 kilometer climb at 4.5%. This climb, shorter, can still be decisive as it comes after a series of demanding categorized climbs. The final stretches of the stage follows the river upstream at a very shallow gradient covering nearly 25 kilometers. This section mostly falls flat, with the last 5 kilometers being effectively flat, and will provide a final opportunity for riders to push for position to the finish. Barcelona, the final destination of this stage, is a charming town in the Ubaye Valley, known for its beautiful alpine scenery and outdoor sports. Nestled at the elevation of 1,138 meters, Barcelona provides a beautiful and challenging end to a demanding stage, with its elevation and terrain promising a thrilling challenge. The town's rich history and vibrant culture makes it an ideal place for the Tour de France to conclude this stage. The stage, as said, has its series of moderate climbs and strategic descents, promises to be a test of endurance, strategy, and resilience, potentially for a breakaway. The varied terrain from the historic streets of Gap to the alpine beauty of Barcelona will challenge the riders and provide a captivating spectacle for fans of the Tour de France. The first 3 riders as well across the finish line will of course gain the bonus time of 10, 6 and 4, adding an extra layer to competition if it comes down to the GC riders. Additionally, the first 3 riders to cross the intermediate sprint will also gain valuable points and time bonuses again if it is in play for the GC. As the race progresses, the combination of scenic beauty, historic significance and physical challenges will ensure that Stage 18 is a memorable and pivotal chapter in the 2024 Tour de France potentially. But anyways, in terms of predictions, I think this is almost a nailed on for a breakaway stage, and who better to be in that breakaway? I know it's hard to even predict who will be in the breakaway, but what if we had Wout van Aert and Mathieu van der Poel joining up once again? We've seen them before in breakaways in the Tour de France, and here it could even be that. We might even have Biniam Girmay and Jasper Philipsen in here, because it's a very important intermediate sprint with not many points between them in the standings. But Wout van Aert and Mathieu van der Poel, I'd love to see Mathieu van der Poel win in the World Championship jersey, so I am gonna be a fanboy on this stage preview. But anyways, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel here on the Cycling Dane Extra, and of course, if you haven't already, let us know down below, are you gonna go with some of the teams that haven't had any stage wins this year? But with that, thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next one.